Hey humanoids, what's up? I'm back again for my monthly, weekly, whatever, however I want it video. In my last video I had kind of reintroduced you all to the channel, how there's going to be some changes and stuff, and I'm hoping that moving forward from here, again, I can give some advice, I can share my experiences, along with doing like skits and kind of other things like that, and playing games and doing a bunch of other stuff, because again, this is a variety channel, so welcome. I'm basically going to start off saying part of my channel now is going to be focused on my health and health in general. I'm not going to be a personal trainer or anything. I'm not going to, well, I might show you like some exercises or workouts, I don't know, we'll see, but basically I have something called dysautonomia and syncope. I was diagnosed a few months ago, but I've been actually having symptoms of this for about 9 years now, and some days are worse than others, so that's kind of why I am in front of the camera, and then I'm not for like a week, and then I might be, or I might not be for a month, so it's kind of based off of how my health is and how I'm feeling, and if I really feel like I want to be in front of the camera when I feel like death. So, I'm not dying or anything. This isn't anything terminal, but that doesn't mean it's any less important. I know a few of my friends have symptoms as well, and one of my good friends actually does have dysautonomia and POTS as well, and we've been kind of helpful for one another and supporting one another. So again, I just kind of want to bring you along for that and kind of see where this goes, and again, hopefully help someone else out. So basically, a little backstory about dysautonomia is it is the dysfunction of the autonomic nervous system, and what that big thing is, the autonomic nervous system, say that 10 times fast, it is the system of your body that controls like blood pressure, heart rate, stuff like that, you know, circulation through your body and blood flow and all of that good stuff that happens unconsciously. And basically mine doesn't work right, so a normal person's heart rate should be between, I think it's like 80 and 100 beats per minute, when for me, my normal heart rate is anywhere from like 115 beats per minute all the way up to like 145 beats per minute. So again, if my heart is racing, don't be flattered, that just happens. The syncope part of it is it's kind of like a postural change, I guess you could say. It's not technically POTS, which is postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. I haven't been officially diagnosed with that, but basically if I'm sitting, if I were to stand up all of a sudden, I would be standing for like 5 seconds and then I would drop to the ground because I would feel like I was gonna pass out, or I would pass out. So that's not great. There are a few things that I can do to kind of help that. I mean, I have to drink so much water, I have to intake a lot more salt, and that kind of helps with the absorption of the water, the salt does, and the water keeps everything flowing. If you act like your body's a river and there's a stick in the river, obviously the stick is going to flow better if there's more water in the river and there's more blood flow. So basically that's what I've been dealing with. I have chronic pain as well along with it, and kind of like a fibromyalgia type of pain as well. So if any of you know what that is, it's basically where certain muscles and joints all of a sudden really start to hurt, and they kind of hurt a lot, pretty constantly. It sounds awful, but that's the thing. You never know who is fighting something internally, because look at me, I look perfectly healthy. I mean, I have brushed hair, I'm dressed, I don't look like I'm dying, I'm pretty good weight. It's just everyone is fighting a battle that others know nothing about, and that's been probably my biggest struggle, where I tell people, you know, I am sick, basically, I am going through a hard time, and they're like, oh, well, just go take a Tylenol or an Advil. It's like, that doesn't really work because I have absorption issues as well, so they don't really absorb into my body like they should. So that's another issue, but again, you do what you can in life, and I still try to be out, be active, do as much as I can do, but there are some days where I physically cannot get out of bed because it hurts so much or I'm so dizzy. And again, looking at me and hearing me talk right now, you would never guess it. But that's the story for a lot of people who have chronic illnesses and invisible diseases. You just don't know what's going on inside until you live in that world, until you feel what they're feeling. So I'm just trying to spread awareness along with a few other YouTube channels that I watch about the chronic illness community and about how it affects our daily lives. And I'm going to hopefully bring you along to some doctor's appointments. I'm going to be starting infusions next week, which is like a saline infusion, again to help with the water and the flow of my blood flow and help with my blood pressure and stuff, since that's low as well. But again, that's just all part of the dysautonomia stuff. This was a little bit of a serious video, I guess you could say, even though I'm awkwardly smiling still. But I do have to say, this is really hard for me to say in front of a camera, since I hate telling people that, you know, I have these things and sometimes it stops me from living my daily life. But, you know, again, everyone has their own thing that they're dealing with, and this just happens to be mine. So I hope you guys are kind of excited about where this channel is going, now that you know a big health thing that will be mentioned off and on. And again, I hope that someone will benefit from this. Someone will see this who maybe is going through the same things, who is maybe a pro at this, who maybe is newer to this. So I'm just going to be making these videos, telling you my stories, telling you my experiences one day at a time, or 1 month at a time, whenever I upload. And until next time, I will see you later.